Hello, my lovely Leo friends. I hope you're doing well. This is Anna with Soul Embrace Tarot, and this is your reading. I've shuffled all my decks, and I'm ready to go. Let's cut the deck to get the overall energy for you. Oh, well, okay. Two of Cups, that's nice. A loving exchange, a union. Okay, someone's scared of a relationship. Someone's scared of okay, so, you know, when you're, okay, all right, never mind. No, not never mind, I'm going to say it, but, yeah, there's the Four of Cups, exactly. Sorry, I'm in my head. I hear the whole thing in my head. I wish there was a thing that we could connect the cable from my head to the camera so you could hear it. Most of it will be scary, believe me, if you can hear my thoughts, but I see the whole thing. There's a possibility you've met someone or you're in the process of meeting someone, that kind of thing. There's someone that's coming into your life or someone that you've just met or have been talking to, and there's a good possibility there of a union, but it's going to require courage on your part, and it's because of this Four of Cups, because you are focused on things from the past that have happened. You're looking at the Three Cups that are spilled and that have not worked out, and you're missing the one that's nice and shiny and ready to take the love. Okay, let's just put it that way. Those aren't the words I wanted to use, but whatever. Okay, let's see what's going on for Leo spirit. Really, this many all at once? Okay, I don't like it, but let's do it. Yeah, and look at that. Now the Four of Cups reversed. You see that? That's very interesting. Breaking cycle. All right. I mean, that's it. You fixed it. I can move on. I can move on. Trying to get a new perspective. You're breaking the cycles. That's awesome. So maybe this Nine of Wands and the previous Four of Cups that just now reversed itself because you reversed your energy. Isn't that fascinating? And look at this, Four of Wands on the bottom of the deck now. So, all right, Leo. For some of you, this doesn't apply. Please remember that. These are general collective readings. But now we have the Four of Wands here, celebration. You guys might have some family that doesn't agree with, or maybe they're judging, saying, oh, maybe you just recently ended a relationship, or have had several failed relationships, and your family, family always has an opinion. They're like, oh, they don't agree with you starting a relationship, or maybe they don't agree with the new person that you've met or recently have begun to connect with. So it's up to you to decide. I mean, it's your life, so don't rely too much on family for their opinions, or to make you don't rely on family's opinion to make decisions in your life. It is your life, no matter what. It's your life. I know some cultures have very different dynamics in a family situation and how it affects people's relationships, but just that's all I'm saying. All right. I mean, to me, this is great. Now, some of you are still in the Nine of Wands energy, and we can clarify it, where it's, your faith is being tested, okay? Should I approach? Should I pursue? Should I, right? But I feel like you're trying to get a new perspective. We have the Hanged Man, we have the Queen of Pentacles in reverse, we have the Wheel of Fortune in reverse, and we have the Four of Cups, which reversed itself as we were still talking about it, pretty much. So, and then we have the Two of Cups as the overall energy, which is a loving connection, a loving exchange, new partnership, Could this be career? Yes, it could. It could be career. You know, you're trying to gain a new perspective. You've begun to awaken to what it is that works well for you, what it is that you want in your life. You're focusing on yourself. You know, you might have some things to continue working on because the Queen of Pentacles in reverse, there is a little bit of manipulation there. There is a little bit of imbalance between the home and work life. You might want to, either you work too much or you don't have a good work-life balance. You may be a little bit on the jealous side in your relationships. That's something to work on, because that's not healthy. That doesn't lead to a healthy, harmonious connection. Whether it's at work, you're jealous of your coworkers, or why did she get the bonus? Why do they get the promotion? How come I don't? Well, focus on your work, the quality of your work ethic, and then eventually you will get the promotion, you know? So those things are little things you can tweak and work on. Always self-reflection is important. Always checking on yourself to make sure that you're on the right track. If you're not, then change the track, the course of your life. You have the absolute power to do that. So there's been a recent or you're currently in the situation that's testing your faith, that is challenging boundaries that you may or may not have set in your life. But you're leading into breaking those cycles. Major change, major turning point is coming or already here for you. You should not fear a new situation coming in, whether it's a new career, a new job. Oh my gosh, those are scary, right? Because you have to learn. There's a learning curve in everything in life. Every new experience has a learning curve. New job, a new relationship. When you move to a new place, every new experience has a learning curve. So accept that. You'll still have fear and anxiety that goes along with it. Accept it and acknowledge it, and then just keep working on it day to day. I feel like you're heading into the more self-awareness. There's things I feel that you already know, that you have a little bit of things that you got to work on about yourself. I feel there's a re-engaging of self-care and self-focus on improvement. Okay? And renewed enthusiasm for life. That's beautiful. Okay, what else, Spirit? What else can we add here? Okay, so you're learning how to set your boundaries. That's something I heard that's really important. We need to learn how to set our boundaries with personal relationships and professional. What am I willing to do or not do? So, but you can only set boundaries once you've reflected on that. Take time to reflect. Write it down if you have to. Write a journal. The things that bother you about life, right? At work, this bothers me, this bothers me, this bothers me. In my relationships, this bothers me, this has bothered me in the past. What am I willing to not repeat in the future? What did I contribute to those things that bothered me about those relationships? Yeah, there's some shadow work to be done. You know, maybe that's part of that self-reflection. Maybe that's part of that. Maybe it is shadow work that you have to do. Research it. Research what that is, so that this doesn't ruin whatever opportunities are coming into your life. Shadow work is very good. Yeah, the baggage. Some of you got to deal with that. You have to deal with that. That's that original Four of Cups in reverse. Four of Cups. It reversed itself because it's showing you the hope. Some of you have already reversed it for yourself, is what I'm saying. You got to do the work. We can't just coast through life thinking that shit's gonna get done for us. It doesn't happen that way. It really doesn't. You have to do the work. Release the baggages that are holding you back if you feel you're being held back. I see a hanged man. I see breaking cycles. So I feel like most of you have either already realized, done this type of work, or have realized I have to make these changes. Okay? This is not a tower where a tower is the universe making the change for you. It is a little bit beyond your control because it's the karmic wheel, right? The wheel of fortune. It's a wheel that's being spun, right? And wherever it falls, it falls. So it's a little out of your control, but you can take control once the wheel has stopped and whatever has been determined is happening in your life at that moment. For lessons learned, for lessons to be learned, then you decide, now I'm going to do this, this, and this because of this, this, and this. You take the reins of that carriage that's, if you feel the carriage is out of control. Where are these hypotheticals coming from? No, I don't feel those. I think we're done here. You see, this one wanted to come out earlier and I ignored it and it's out again. So we're done with the deck. We're done with my deck. Yeah, okay. Yeah, there's excitement and passion, but you still feel stuck, okay? You still feel like you're excited about possibilities that are coming in, but at the same time, there's still some stagnation. So definitely many of you have to do some of this self-reflection, journaling, shadow work, however you want to call it. There's indecisions about how to move forward. Do I stay with the old or start with the new, right? Sorry, can you see that? So there's some hesitation. There's some confusion. That's normal. That's normal. That's why you're getting the hanged man, trying to get a new perspective. I have to surrender certain things to be able to move on to the next phase of my life. It's part of an awakening here. For a new relationship or a new connection, a new experience to come in for you. What else, Spirit? For my lovely Leo friends. Wait. Yeah, I mean, some of you want to keep your head in the sand because making a decision is difficult. It is difficult to make decisions. It's difficult. Okay, forgive my nails. It is difficult because, especially if you don't look at your baggage, the indecision, the inability to make decisions comes when you don't look at your baggage that you're carrying around with you. Okay? You have to, or else you're gonna be stuck. You're gonna continue to be stuck. What else, Spirit? Communication. Well, not just communication, speaking the truth. You have to be honest with yourself. If no one else, if there's only one person that you can be honest with, it has to be you, because you're the one that has to live with yourself for the rest of your life. So if there's something, I mean, shadow work, this means there's been some judgment, there's been some self-loathing about something, a regret of some kind. You have to deal with that. This is now Spirit is trying to focus in on why are they not allowing themselves to be happy even though there's these opportunities coming in. They still feel stuck. Even though they're excited about things that could be coming in, they're stuck. They can't make a decision. Do they stay with the old, go with the new? Oh, forget it. I'm just putting my head in the sand because I don't want to deal with this. Be honest with yourself. What else, Spirit? You got to do the research. You got to do the fine print. You got to look at it. Communication. There's something or something you need to communicate. Someone you need to communicate with. And it's about truth. Speaking the truth. Speaking up. There's something, well, I don't know what's going on, Leo. But there's a truth that is hidden that needs to come out into the light. And that's what's going to release you to be able to move on into a new relationship, into a new opportunity, so that you can seize the day and interact and participate as a self-aware human being. I feel like the denial is within you. There's something you have to work on here. You have to look at the fine print. I mean, how much more obvious can it be? But you need to be compassionate with yourself when you're doing this self-analysis, this shadow work. You have to be compassionate with yourself. Okay? Be kind to yourself. Don't do a self-blame game. It's not about self-blame. It's about honesty and accepting what is. Tell me more about this, Spirit, about the Two of Cups. I figured I would clarify it. Tell me more about that. Okay, what's coming over here? Awakening. Oh, you're going, some of you are going through an awakening, and that's where the dark night of the soul thing, it could be happening. You're in the brink, some of you are at the brink of an awakening. So you're going through the tough time now. Many of you are doing this work, shadow work, clearing out baggage, so that I can move on into the exciting and scary new future. Absolutely. Truth. I mean, how much more? I need to stop. I mean, it's just repeating itself over and over again. It's telling me, how many things do we have to show you? It's the same thing. Truth. Maybe you need to make amends. The only way you can make amends with someone who you've done wrong, for example, if you've done something wrong, is to take ownership of it and to acknowledge your role in what happened. I mean, I say this often because I feel people need to hear it. If you acknowledge, right, what you've done wrong, you don't have to admit it to someone else. Admitting it to yourself first, it creates a peace within, with no judgment and no self-loathing. Okay? No need to bury your head in the sand. You don't need to hide or carry your baggage with you anymore. Accept it. Acknowledge that you will not do that again. Learn from what you've done. I mean, it seems like something's happened here, right? But then that's what's holding you back from something that could be potentially a good thing. Not potentially, it's a good thing. It's a major change. It's a new experience. Once you're self-aware, you can move on into the new way without hesitation, I mean, goodness, there's a lot of information coming at me here. It could be so many different things. Like a very specific example that just came into my head where someone asked you to be a caregiver for someone and you refused. And you're carrying a guilt about that. I mean, so you've been avoiding people related to that because you don't want to, you're embarrassed. It's okay. It's okay to say no to something that's going to affect your life. You might feel guilty about it. That's a normal thing too. That's normal. Yeah. Surrender, surrender, surrender. All right, let's see. I hope that was helpful. I didn't really wanted to clarify the Two of Cups here. Here. Anything else about that Two of Cups? Because we started off in a different theme, right? And it ended up being, well, okay. Well, I see a combination of two people. You are the fiery one. And I see an earth person here. A person, a grounded individual. You could be both. That could both be you. You're becoming grounded. You're becoming, once you clear this out, the baggage, the self-loathing or the self-blame, once you clear that stuff out because you're honest with yourself, you're looking at the details of what's happened in your life and learning from it and accepting it, that it happened. You can't change the past, you can only learn from it. And then you can move on and say, I'm no longer going to do that. I am no longer that person, right? And you can move on into the new opportunities, the new change that's coming in. A turning point is coming in. If it's a connection with another person that's coming in for you, one person exhibits a passion and excitement, sort of energy. The other person is more grounded. If it's not about a relationship, this could be the Two of Cups, a loving union between your inner masculine and feminine, finally at peace with each other, those energies that we have within. It could be so many ways. This reading could be about a physical connection, or it could be a spiritual transformation, which I see easily here. An awakening of some kind for you. So yeah, that's where we're leaving it. Spirit, what can Leo do at this time? Surrender to miracles. Be open to miracles occurring in your life. Feel and know that these events are real. Let go of any resistance and banish any doubt that miracles can happen. I'm leaving it there. You interpret that however you want. I feel that that's going to mean something for some of you. I don't know if you'll be able to, oh gosh, how do I hold this? I don't think you'll be able to read that, but maybe. I know it's not sharp. Okay, thank you so much for watching. I hope that was helpful for someone. My soul embraces yours, and until next time, namaste. Bye-bye.